But sir, you are avoiding the question. Please answer my question. There have been several murders on campus. You don't think that speaks to the safety of your college?
We've increased the number of officers on campus. We've instituted an excellent program to teach students how to travel at night, walking on well-lit paths.
But sir,
groups.
There have been 5 murders in the past 3 years. This is a growing problem, and many are convinced that you are not doing all you can to prevent this.
We're doing everything we can to figure out why there's been a sudden increase in violent crime on campus.
Well, that's the thing, Mr. Walker, is that your university hasn't seen an increase in violent crimes such as bullying, robbery, fights. No, in fact, all of those things are down.
But there has been an increase in one thing, and one thing only: murder. Murder! Our sons and daughters are dying, and we are sending them to this crackpot school like lambs to the slaughter. No more! I say we get them out of there before they all wind up dead.
Parents are angry. We've heard some have ordered their students to transfer out of your
Mere
school.
speculation, Chad. It's natural in college for people to transfer. It's mere sensationalist journalism to suggest they're doing it out of fear.
I am not paying $40,000 a year for my son to get murdered. Are you? Are you? No, I didn't think so. Either President Walker walks, or I do.
So you still claim that your college is safe?
As of today, January 23rd, there's not been a single incident in this campus in over 10 months. This is an exceptionally safe place to go to school. The student population is perfectly safe.
Jesus. She can't be no older than my sister.
Yeah. Looks like she didn't go peacefully either. Write it down, January 24th. Just when I thought this campus was getting nice again.
You're telling me.
Jerry. Rachel, good to see you.
Good to see you too, Michaels. Though I wish you were on different terms.
Yeah, it looks like forensics has already been through here.
Yeah. I decided to stay back a bit and see what an expert thought.
I'm no expert, I just know about murder. And this is obviously a murder, Jerry.
What'd forensics say?
Her name is Natalie Winters, 21. Lacerations around the neck, some bruising on her face. Looks like she was smacked around by somebody wearing a ring. And there's some bite marks on her side.
Bite marks?
Yeah, most likely after she died. Some animals were probably scavenging through for some food and took a nibble.
Hey, Jerry, is it? Can I see some of your photos?
Sure.
Hey, so what's with the newborn?
Be nice, he's a rookie. He's just seen one too many cop shows, that's all.
Where's he from?
Don't judge.
I'll try.
The Hamptons.
Got to be kidding me.
He's sharp. Don't worry, I'll teach him the ropes.
5 murders, not so much as an arrest. My butt is on the line with this one.
Yeah, we wouldn't want anything to happen to it, now would we?
Yeah, I've grown quite fond of it.
I'm sure you have.
Think we need to see anything else?
I don't know, you tell me, Jim.
I don't see any footprints, no drag or tire marks either. Probably means she was dumped here.
Yeah, great. I thought about that like 5 minutes ago. Keep thinking.
Cameras, we should check to see if any surveillance cameras saw anything, like a car driving around at an odd time.
You see any around?
They might be hidden, or maybe they're on the ground.
We had a camera installed up here about a year ago. You'd have to talk to campus safety to see the footage.
Hey, Jim. I've got something.
What is it?
Looks like our victim was a sorority sister. I found this in her stocking.
Why would she have a flyer in her stocking instead of her purse?
I don't know. Girls are cute like that. Rachel, you know anything about the Alpha Kappas?
Yeah, they're the biggest sorority on campus. Bunch of rich snobs with daddy issues.
Sounds like half of my girlfriends in college.
You can't abide by zero, Jim. All right, Rachel. Can you give me a list of all the sorority members of Alpha Kappa? Okay, if she was in a sorority, chances are she roomed with a sister.
I'm on it. I can have my boys email it to my phone.
Thanks. See that, Jim? That's real detective work. CI was all through here. Did they find what I just found?
No.
You're right, nothing. Okay, they probably said something, you know, Jerry and Rachel, like, oh, we combed the place and we searched everywhere. But obviously they didn't. Do you know why?
Because you found a clue?
Yeah, an important clue. This tells us who her friends are, or rather were. Okay, get in the car. I'll be there in a second.
A little hard on him, don't you think?
He'll thank me later. Hey, Jim! You'll thank me later.
I'm emailing you a list of all the Alpha Kappas.
Okay, great. Savannah White. Start with her.
Why her?
Alphabetical order. Both their last names begin with a W. I have a hunch they were roommates. I'm on it.
Michaels, keep me posted.
Promise.
And keep this quiet.
I will.
You were right.
I always am.
Maybe she's not here.
Maybe she's like every woman in the world that needs a moment to fix herself up.
Just a minute. Can I help you?
Yes, hi. Savannah, is it? I'm Detective Chris Michaels of the LAPD. This is my partner, James Summers.
Hello. Would you mind if we came in for a moment and asked you some questions?
This is really a bad time.
Yes, I'm sure it's a real inconvenience that we need to find out who killed your roommate. Would you shut
What?
up?
What are you talking about? Natalie's dead?
I'm sorry for the waterworks. My allergies have been acting up, and now it's just unreal.
Savannah, were you and Natalie close?
We were pretty close. I mean, we were roommates, and we saw each other almost all the time at Alpha Kappa events.
Did she ever share any secrets with you? Did she ever say something that may have raised suspicion?
We shared harmless secrets, you know, girl stuff.
Did she ever talk to you about boys, like maybe a shady relationship?
Not really. She wasn't all that boy crazy. She said most of the guys on campus bored her.
Was she dating anybody recently? Maybe a bad breakup?
The last boy I knew she dated was a year ago. He actually transferred out, though, before this year began.
Anybody else? Any hints? Did she ever mention any one-night flings?
Oh, gosh, no. Natalie's saving herself for her husband. Or was.
Does she have any enemies? Someone she didn't get along with?
We're Alpha Kappas. Probably a third of the school doesn't like us. Well, there was Marty.
Who's Marty?
He was just this jerk she was running against for student government. He said some pretty nasty things about her on the campus radio show.
What kind of nasty things?
Well, he called her a stuck-up bitch.
A guy running for student government said this?
He thinks what he says is funny, but the only people who laugh are his frat buddies.
Where can we find her?
The show should be on now.
So I get in the car with my buddy Joe, and we're driving, maybe speeding just a bit, and all of a sudden the cops pull us over. And I swear I'm not going over 47 in a 40 zone. This D-bag is getting in my face, and I broke the law, and wants to give me a freaking ticket.
All right, I think I know where we're going next. Savannah, thank you for your time. Would you mind if we took down your contact information in case we have any further questions down the road?
No.
Okay, great. Jim, can you write it down?
That's right. After all the touting, after all the promises, there has been yet another murder on campus. You see, Natalie's murder was supposed to be hidden from view as long as possible, so some false hope that the murderer would actually be found. That Chaplain College's dirt would never be brought to life. But we found out. We always find out, ladies and gentlemen. All thanks to the great journalistic work of Ryan Adamson from our very own school paper. I actually have the opportunity to have him in the studio with me right now. Say hello, Ryan.
That's right, students. President Walker and campus safety lied to us again. They think that ignorance is bliss, but I saw the body of Natalie Winters, and I have the photos to prove it. You can check them out on my blog, RyanAdamsonNews.com.
Ryan is not only an ace reporter, but he is a proud supporter of the Martin Edwards campaign run for vice president. Will you be voting next Friday?
Of course, I'm with you every step of the way, buddy.
Which one of you punks is Marty Edwards?
He is. Bye.
Listeners, we have two very special guests with us, two members of the Keystone Police Department, here to see yours truly.
Turn off the broadcast.
You see, I'm running a campaign on transparency, and I think the students should hear this.
Yeah, and you know what? Something tells me they'd enjoy some smooth jazz right about now.
All right. What do you two want to know?
We want to ask you a few questions, McFly. Do you mind?
Yeah, I do mind, and don't call me McFly. My name is Edwards, Martin Edwards.
Oh, but we already know so much about you, McFly.
Yeah, like how you called a murder victim a bitch on the radio.
Then crack jokes about her the day she dies. Not a good look, Marty.
Well, they do say laughter is the best medicine.
No! Penicillin is.
Though it seems you're quite the pill, McFly.
Stop calling me that, okay?
What, McFly? But that's your name, isn't it, Marty? Why would you want me to stop calling you by your name, McFly?
That's not my name, so stop calling me that.
I'm sorry, Martin. I'll stop calling you McFly. Sheesh, McFly, you need to calm down. Oh, there I go again. McFly just rolls off the tongue better.
Come on, man. Stop calling me that. It's not my name. What don't you get about it?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not meaning to upset you, McFly. That's your name, right, McFly?
I don't need to take this. I know my rights, and neither one of you have a warrant, so looks like I'm free to go.
Yeah, sure, you're free to go. I'm sure a man like yourself can handle the bad publicity, so sit down!
Wait, what are you talking about?
The election! Before Miss Winter's death, there were 3 candidates running. Last I checked, McFly's leading in the polls too. Now I'm sure this relatively small gap would widen if, say, a murder story were to leak out.
That's private information for the school, so you can't leak that out to anyone, okay?
Well, as you clearly demonstrated today, this college is very bad at keeping secrets.
All right. What do you want?
How did you know Natalie Winters?
Like you said, we were political rivals. She was the type of gal who actually thought a woman could run the country. I mean, could you imagine that? Once a month, we'd have to hide the codes for a nuclear launch. I mean, am I right, though?
The Germans seem to be okay with theirs.
So you called her a nasty name because you were running against her?
Yeah? No. I mean, no. There was something else. We did have a fight, but she started it, so just for the record, she started.
What, are you two in kindergarten?
Hey, she crossed the line first, buddy, not me.
Why do I have a hard time believing that?
Well, it's true.
All right. McFly, walk us through the last time you and Miss Winters spoke.
It was about 4 days ago. I was walking to the cafe to meet up with a couple of buddies. Hey, what's going on? You gotta be kidding me! I knew immediately who did it. Natalie! She had to pay for what she did.
So you killed her?
No, just confronted her. That's all.
What do you want, Martin?
A quickie. What do you think I want? You posted pictures of me all over the school. Now either you got some weird voyeurism thing going on, or you wanted to piss me off. Which one was it?
I posted those pictures? Prove it. That's what I thought.
Oh, wow. You really think I can't dig up anything on you? You're about as clean as a public toilet.
Good luck with that. Call me when you find something interesting.
That's when I decided to go in the air and vent a little. I know I might have went over the line a little bit, but you should have just seen the look on her face, and I just wanted to wipe it off.
You ever find any dirt on her?
Nah, not really. Besides that she used to hang out with some emo chick. Maybe made her a little less popular with her friends, but not enough to lose an election.
What was the name of this girl?
Joanna Jordan.
Do you know where we can find her?
She usually hangs out in the back of the library. Freaky chick, but kind of like him freaky though.
What'd she look like?
She usually wears gray with black lipstick. Sometimes a little purple when she's feeling a little flirtatious.
All right. Give my partner your contact information. We'll be in touch.
All right. Here's my card, buddy.
It's nice meeting you, McFly.
He's lying, you know. He knows more than he's telling us.
So what, you want to go back in there and question him some more?
Nah, let's freeze him first. We'll corner him later, but first we need more info.
So what's the next step? We go talk to this Joanna.
Boy, you catch on quick.
Hold on, boys. Stop. Stop right there.
Let me guess. Is this the part where you frisk us?
There's someone really important who wants to talk to you.
I'm sure it can wait. We're in the middle of a murder investigation right now.
I'm asking nicely, but this is not a request. President Walker?
Hi, gentlemen.
How you doing, sir?
Thank you for joining me.
Good to
Have
see
a
you.
seat. Thank you, Miss Daniels.
Tate?
No thanks.
No thanks as well, though. If you got any scotch, I'd love some.
Detective Chaplain Christian College is a dry campus. There's no alcohol allowed here.
Wait, really? I thought Jesus turned the water into wine, right?
Well, yeah, apparently he turned some wise guys into detectives too, but there's no alcohol allowed
I
here.
apologize for my partner. He's a rookie. Listen, sir, with all due respect, we're in the middle of a murder investigation, and I'd like to know what this is all about.
Your investigation's why I called you here. 30 minutes ago, I got a call from Angela Connors. I don't know if you keep up with current events, but she's not a real fan of this school.
Yeah, I may have heard a soundbite or two.
Well, unfortunately for our donors, when she talks, people listen.
What's her deal?
Well, 3 years ago, we had a murder on this campus, and her son was the first victim. And Detective Michaels knows all about the details.
Unfortunately.
In our school's 82-year history, we've never had a murder on campus. We just used every resource to find the killer.
There was an extensive manhunt. We even had a $100,000 reward for any information about the killer. We turned this campus upside down. Okay, we found nothing.
We tried to explain to Mrs. Connors that we used every resource to find the killer, but she was blind with rage. She blamed us for everything. She went public and it spread like wildfire.
As the victims piled up, her followers multiplied and they grew louder too.
This murder is about to go public, and once it does, it's really going to hit the fan. We need you to do everything you can to keep this investigation quiet.
Don't worry about it. The students we interviewed, they're fine.
Jim!
You've been interviewing students? I specifically said there'd be no interviewing of students.
Wait, what are you two talking about? Wait,
I told you not to do it, and you intentionally, willfully defied what I told you.
Wait, Jim. Sir, I apologize, but we are this close to catching this killer. With all due respect, I think I'm getting close to this scumbag, okay? We have him, okay? We almost got him.
You said that last time, and it backfired, and 10 of our students transferred.
Am I getting this right? You're gonna impede an investigation to save face for your school?
Jim, stay out of this.
No, I'm not gonna sit here and let this clown walk all over me so he can sit back and drink some tea all day.
What did you just call me? Detective, teacher, partner, some manners.
Hey, I apologize, sir. You know, he's a rookie. He didn't mean to say that, okay? Jim, you need to sit down and shut up, okay? You need to stop pressing the man. Have some respect. Summers!
You two get out of my office right now.
I apologize.
Get out of my office.
Have a nice day, sweetheart.
You too, Detective.
Look, about in there, I'm sorry.
Don't you ever disrespect me in this department like that again. What do you think, that the president of the school is some college radio shock jock? Because there is a difference! And if you're too stupid to figure it out, then turn your gun and your badge in, so I can give it to a 5-year-old who's got more common sense than you.
Said I was sorry.
Sorry. Sorry is for any sports team in Cleveland. And you are a member of the LAPD. And until you started running that crap out of your mouth, man, I was working him over. And I am this close to pulling you off this case. Now I gotta go back down to the station and get someone to do damage control, so we can get back to work. Dude, you're an idiot.
We don't have to go back into LA. President Walker said we have to leave his office. He never said we have to leave the campus.
Get in the car. Listen, Jim, I think this goes without saying, but keep your talking down to a minimum, okay? Especially after what just happened.
Yeah, I understand. I'm not taking it personally.
Yeah, well, you should, because it is. Said she'd be in the back corner.
Yeah, well, how we gonna know when we found?
Are you Joanna Jordan?
Can you keep it down? Some of us are trying to read.
We just need to ask you a few questions.
No. Go away. Okay, look. I've got class in a couple hours. Can we make this quick? I want to get through the next couple chapters before then.
Okay, listen. If you cooperate, this will go quickly.
Can't some people just leave me alone?
I have a hard time believing you're Miss Popular.
Joanna, did you know the girl who was murdered here? Her name was Natalie Winters.
Yeah, that seems like forever ago.
How long ago exactly?
We met freshman year. We kind of hit it off the first week.
So wait, you two were...
No! God, why would you even think that?
Hey, Jim, don't make me ask you to wait in the car, because I will. Okay, continue.
Like I was saying, we met freshman year. We had a class together.
I didn't know anyone back then. I was a little shy, if you can imagine. But Natalie was just so disarming. I don't know. I felt comfortable around her.
Hi. I'm Natalie. My friends call me Natty.
Joanna. My friends call me Joe.
Are you a freshman? Me too. Isn't this exciting? This campus is so beautiful. Have you been to the patio to eat yet? You should totally come with later.
Okay, that sounds nice.
After that, we were friends. We hung out together. We chatted about school, boys, movies, books. You may not think it, but Natalie, liked books. We even did a radio show together where we discussed them. We were best friends until she rushed. At first it looked like we were still going to be friends. I had known other girls who had rushed, and we still talked and hung out, but not Natalie. She just stopped returning my calls. She never wanted to chill anymore, and soon we just went our separate ways. I never really talked to her again. Well, until recently, that is.
Joanna, why were you and Natalie talking again?
This is nothing important. Just casual passing by sort of stuff.
Okay, you're not telling me the truth.
I don't know. Maybe she was just trying to be a bit friendlier. Maybe she picked up on the fact that most of the campus hated her.
Okay, I only know about Natalie from the people we've interviewed today. And I can tell you this, she's not the type of girl to just suddenly become nice.
Listen, if I tell you something, do you promise I won't get into trouble?
You have my word.
A couple months ago, Natalie started coming to me for weed. And I started selling it to her. Who was I to stick up my nose to a little bit of cash?
Okay, so you're telling me you two had a falling out while she was purchasing weed from you?
We didn't have a problem until she started going to my ex for drugs. I sell weed, but he sells coke.
So you're telling me Natalie was on coke as well?
Yeah. We had a fight a couple months ago.
Come on, Joanna, just tell me where his dorm room is.
No,
if you don't tell me, someone else will.
Natty, you have to understand. He's dangerous.
Tell me where to find him.
Natty, you're hurting me.
Tell me!
No,
tell me!
No!
Tell me!
No!
Fine. I'll find him on my own. This campus isn't that big.
Natty, wait, listen to me. I'm your friend!
You are not my friend! We were never friends. Got that?
I guess I was wrong. But it's whatever, you know? We're all gonna die anyways, and Natalie wanted to throw away her life on some blow. That was her problem, not mine. She was just another stupid college girl who's gonna have to find herself a sugar daddy to be worth anything.
Okay, listen. Wow. What's your ex's name?
That loser? Cameron Tate.
Cameron Tate. Where can we find this guy?
Later, detectives.
Hey, look. I know you think the whole world sucks or some crap like that. But hey, at least you're still alive. Natalie can't say that.
He usually sells next to loading docks by the cafeteria. You can check there.
Okay, let's go. Thank you for your time.
So Natalie was buying drugs from this Cameron Tate guy, right?
Seems so.
Do you really think he can lead us to her killer?
Listen, I think he can do better than that, okay? I think Cameron is the killer.
What makes you say that?
Okay, listen. Once you start dealing with the hard stuff, it opens you up to risk, okay? Coke dealers don't like being ripped off, and they definitely don't like insinuations that you might bust them.
So you're saying that Natalie may have pissed off this Cameron Tate guy enough for him to kill her?
Jim, it wouldn't be the first time something like that has happened.
Chris, we've been here for 2 hours. I don't think he's showing.
2 hours ain't nothing, Jimbo. I once was on stakeout that lasted 21 hours. I was in K-Town dressed as a homeless man. I had to pee in a cup.
Really?
I went in the bush. He's not showing.
Told ya.
Listen, I got a better idea anyway. I say we go search his dorm room.
We need a warrant for that.
You're looking at the foremost expert at forging signatures on warrants.
You're kidding, right? Forging a warrant's a federal offense.
Come on, man. Nobody's gonna find out. No one cares.
Oh, I care.
Still got a lot to learn, rookie. Come on.
You better have a really good reason for keeping me after hours.
It's an adequate one. I need to search a student's dorm room. Cameron Tate.
Do you have a search warrant?
Of course.
All right. Let me look up his room number. Found it. Mall House, room D2. You'll need this.
What's this?
It's an electronic key. It opens any door on campus. I need that thing back on my desk tomorrow morning.
Got it. All right. Have a nice night.
I will. Hello, Judge Quincy? Hi, sorry to disturb you so late, but I was wondering if you could verify something for me.
This is our boy. Cameron Tate! Cameron!
Should I turn on a light?
No, Jim. Let's just look around real quick.
You find anything? Drugs?
Jim, we're probably not gonna find any drugs. Cameron Tate is a businessman. He's a dealer. He's not gonna get high on his own supply, and he's definitely not gonna keep his stash in his dorm room.
What is that?
Look at this, Jim. It's a notebook. It's Cameron Tate's notebook. Okay, I'm gonna hold on to this. Hey, Jim.
Yeah.
See if you can find a map. Like a map of the school.
A map?
Yes.
Got it.
you shine your light up here?
Yeah.
Look at this. This guy, Cameron Tate, is smart. But not as smart as us. See that? That's where we were earlier. That's the parking structure. And that right there is the elevated parking lot. I guarantee this is where our boy Cameron Tate is dealing. And if I'm right, we can find his stash here.
Chris, that triangle right there, near the middle. See that?
Yeah.
That's exactly where Natalie's body was found.
Cameron! I think he's this way, let's go. Where'd he go?
There he is.
Get him! Hey! He's going on! He's getting away! Ah!
Cameron, why don't you come out? We only want to talk. Drink.
Can't believe we let that little punk get away.
You didn't, I did.
We both did. Okay, at least you got taken out by a suspect, not a freaking garbage can.
Yeah, we need to call it in. We need to tell someone what's going on.
We can't. We call it in, we're gonna have to explain why we were in Cameron's dorm room. Okay, any halfway decent lawyer would be able to figure out that we shouldn't have been there in the first place.
Why does President Walker hate you anyway?
He doesn't necessarily hate me. He just hates what I said in public. About 3 years ago, I was transferred to the school, okay? The first 2 months that I'm on the job, my first murder, at Chaplain College takes place, okay? Nobody knew how to deal with it. And the victim's name was Sam Connors.
That Angela Connors woman, this was her son.
Yeah. Angela Connors called me up one night to talk about the case. Okay, I knew Chaplain was getting ready to run around. So, I told her my theory about the serial killer. Next thing I know, she's on the news, man, and Chaplin's getting smeared.
Then they traced it back to you.
Yeah. President Walker came down hard on me. I should have been fired. But Rachel, she stuck her neck out for me. There's been 5 murders on this campus in total. Okay, 6 now with Natalie.
Doesn't President Walker know he should just let you do your job and talk to the students?
I may have. I once roughed up a student a bit. I lost my temper. Okay, you should have seen it, Jenn. This kid was a douchebag, okay? Exactly like McFly. So I grabbed him and I shook him. Next thing you know, him and his parents want to sue me and the school because it took place on campus.
How'd you get out of that one?
I called the parents and I apologized. So we settled out of court.
No kidding, you just talked.
You'd be amazed what people will do if you just talk to them like a real person.
Think we'll be able to talk to Cameron like a real person?
After what happened tonight, I doubt it. Okay? Right now, all clues lead to him as the killer.
You know, he knew Natalie on some level as her dealer, but that doesn't make him a serial killer.
No, it doesn't. But it doesn't mean he's not her killer. Okay, right now, the most important thing is finding Cameron.
Yeah.
You're a smart kid, Jim. Seriously, why'd you move out to LA from the Hamptons?
My grandfather and dad were both cops. They work for the NYPD. Over there, being a detective is a whole other thing. I was gonna join the force, but my big brother Greg did before me. You know, they liked him. I was good at swimming and cross country, but nobody pays attention to that. Figured if I joined the force, I'd just be living in his shadow. So I moved out to LA about a year ago. Figured if I solved some cases on my own, maybe they'd take notice.
You're doing good so far. Listen, it's getting late. I gotta go. Here's my address. If you ever want to talk about the case or anything else, you know where I am. I'll even supply the beer. Morning, sunshine. Woo! Breakfast of champions we see.
Looks like, you dropped your grits. Sniffleupagus.
Chimichangas.
But I didn't do anything, I swear.
Good excuse, kid. Haven't heard the I didn't do anything one before.
Listen, you can't keep me here.
Yes, we can keep you here. Hey, Jen, can I talk to you outside for a moment? Kid, you want something to drink? Coffee, water? Maybe an energy drink? You're gonna need it.
No.
Suit yourself.
All right, it won't be long before he lawyers up. Now we got him on possession with intent to sell. So we scare him a bit, but just for a bit, because we want the big prize, the confession to Natalie Winter's murder.
Got it. Hey! Thought you gave me something to drink.
Stop messing around, it's gonna be a long morning. Cameron Tate, age 20, from Huntington Beach, California, arrested once for underage possession of alcohol, but no charges were filed. Let me guess, mommy and daddy got you out of that one, huh? Now, we caught you with a kilo of coke today. Enough to get rich by selling to kids on campus, am I right?
It's not mine. I was picking it up for a friend.
You expect me to believe that?
I don't know, Michaels. Maybe he's telling the truth. I mean, it's bad what he was doing, but it's not like we caught him actually using it. Or worse, selling it.
Yeah, you're right. He was probably holding on to that brick for someone special.
Whatever, man.
See, our boy here was gonna get more kids coked up on this school than Scarface. Am I right, Cameron?
Listen, man, I'm telling you the truth.
Come on, man. Who cares what he was planning to do with it? I mean, with tuition at this school, I would have been doing the same thing. Truth.
You want to let him go?
Yeah, just confiscate the blow and let him go.
He's a drug dealer. We can't just let him walk.
Come on, he's harmless. Let him go.
You're right, he's harmless. Let's let him go so he can knock you out again like he did in that church.
You know me, I'm a forgiving guy.
You're from New York. Your people aren't exactly forgiving.
No, I'm all for letting him go. Just as soon as he explains why he ran from us last night.
Listen, I had 2 guys in my room that I didn't know. Wouldn't you run?
Even after we yelled at the top of our lungs that we were cops. Seems a little suspect, Cameron.
I have to agree. Now, we didn't find any drugs in your room. So that begs the question, why did you run?
Yeah, was there something else?
Listen, you think you scare me just because you caught me selling? I'm not afraid of you guys. Listen, cops like you are all the same. So easy to read, so easy to predict. Half you probably would buy Ace from me if you didn't already have a guy on the side. So, why don't you come off your hide horse and come down to my level? You know, the one that you're on after you put away that badge.
Great speech. So, let's cut to the chase. Tell us about Natalie Winters.
What?
Yeah, Natalie Winters? The murder girl who you used to sell coke to?
I don't know what you're
The
talking
one
about.
whose dead body was found on your little drug pushing route?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't lie to us, Cameron! We know all about your operation, man. What happened? Did she threaten to go to the cops? Did she want to rip you off?
No, nothing like that happened, I swear!
Do you have an alibi for the night she was killed?
No, but nothing happened. I swear I didn't kill her.
Did you see her that night?
Yes, I mean, no. I didn't even see her. I swear to God, I swear.
Hey, it's Rachel. Can you go outside? If you see Rachel, stall her. killed her, didn't you? You murdered her. Squeezed and squeezed. Watch the life go out of her eyes slowly. Watch them blacken. Then you felt her muscles tighten up and then relax like a loose band of rubber. You enjoyed every second of it, didn't you?
No, I didn't do anything to her, alright? I didn't kill her. I would never hurt Natalie. I loved her. Yeah, when, I was crazy about her. I couldn't stop thinking about her, but she loved me and we were meant for each other. When I found out Natalie died, I knew I was one of the last people to see her alive. So, when I saw you guys, I panicked. And I ran, but I swear to God, I did not kill Natalie. I didn't even touch her that way. I mean, not in a way that would hurt her.
Oh my God, you did kill her.
No.
And Danielle Roberts, I bet you loved her too. And Sam Connors dated Danielle, didn't he? You son of a...
Michaels, what do you think you're doing?
I'm catching a serial killer. What do you think you're doing?
Following procedure and the law. Officer, release Mr. Tate immediately.
I need the key.
Detective Summers, the key, please.
Does anyone know
The
where the
key.
boss is?
I won't ask for it again.
Rachel, you can't let this man go. He killed Natalie Winters and he's responsible for every murder on this campus.
I don't care what kind of evidence you have. It's worthless. I talked to Judge Quincy. He says he never gave out any such warrant to search Cameron Tate's dorm.
Can you just turn a blind eye to this just once?
I am turning a blind eye. That's why you're not being arrested yourself now. But we can't keep this kid on anything now because of what you've done. What, you didn't think I'd check your stuff out just because we're friends?
No, I didn't think you checked because you're nothing more than a glorified security guard.
Well, this security guard is kicking you off the premises and off this case.
Rachel, I'm sorry.
Leave Detective Michaels. Detective Summers, this is your case now. First order of business, get out of my face before I fire you too. And don't think I've forgotten about you, Cameron. I'm submitting your case to the review board. They'll be making the decisions on your future now.
Chris! Hey, I'm sorry. I'm gonna get you back on the case.
Do what you can, but don't waste too much time. Okay, the first 72 hours are the most critical after a murder. And after this mistake, we may already be too late.
You really think that he killed her?
I know he killed her.
And the others?
And the others.
What do I do?
Okay, first off, find your own evidence. Okay, the best evidence is always right in front of you. Okay, talk to anyone who knows anything. You have to find the smoking gun now.
What if I can't?
Then call your brother for help. Good luck, kid.
Natalie Winters?
Ew, get lost.
Hi, Detective Summers. I need your help in solving a murder case. I was wondering if you could just give me a few moments of your time.
Dude, go screw yourself, bro.
Detectives Michaels and Summers are infringing on your personal freedom, students. They lied and manipulated the system to wrongfully search a student's dorm room. Now tell me, when will this stop? Your privacy and your liberty are at threat.
Excuse me, where's your audio video?
This isn't about a murder. This is about freedom and justice and liberty for all.
Hey, I thought I locked that door.
Universal key.
See, there's exactly what I'm talking about, students. These detectives are out of control. Now I'll be right back after this brief lyrical break. What can I do for you today? Should I just give you my cell phone so you can tap that as well?
I need you to stop telling the students to not cooperate. This is a very important case. A student was murdered.
And what do I care?
You preach social liberty and freedom. Well, Natalie Winters had her ultimate freedom and liberty taken from her when she was strangled to death by an assailant. And who's to say it wasn't you?
Please, who's to say it was me?
You have clear motive. She embarrassed you.
So?
You're impeding an investigation, McFly.
Stop calling me McFly! I'm not gonna cooperate with you. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna tell you about the bombshell I have on Natalie. And besides, I overheard your partner's conversation saying that Cameron was the real killer. So it just looks like I'm the red herring here.
Communism is a red herring. If you know something about this murder, I can have you brought up on charges if you don't cooperate.
You have no proof. And besides, nobody on this campus would ever listen to you. These religious saps only listen to me. They wouldn't so much as make flatulence unless I told them it was okay. They love me. I'm like second Jesus around here, something like that. And as it goes for Natalie Winters. Oh, Natalie. She was just some stupid bitch who, for my money, got what she deserved. You don't run this campus. I do. Do I make myself clear, Jimmy boy?
Crystal.
Go away.
Joanna, I need your help.
No. Why don't you go spy on some woman in the shower?
Oh, come on. You know Marty's broadcasts are just full of hot air.
So?
Look, this may be my last real chance of finding out who Natalie's killer is. Look, truth is, I need your help.
And why would I help you?
Because you're not just helping me, you're helping Natty.
What would I need to do?
I need you to reserve some radio airtime.
Sure this will work?
Positive.
Attention students! From the mouth of Martin Edwards himself!
These religious saps only listen to me. They wouldn't so much as make flatulence unless I told them it was okay. They love me. I'm like second Jesus around here, something like that. And as it goes for Natalie Winters. Oh, Natalie.
Stop! Let me in.
We got this station booked for the next hour.
What do you want?
I want you to tell the students to cooperate with me. And I want you to bring me all the stuff you have on Natalie Winters. All of it.
Okay, just turn it off.
She was just some stupid bitch.
You've got 20 minutes to bring me everything. Starting now.
That sure worked.
Yeah, keep a copy of the tape for yourself, just in case he tries anything in retaliation.
Oh, I will.
Yeah.
Do you think he has anything good?
I hope so. I kind of bet the farm on it.
What is this? It's everything. Every speck of dirt I've ever gotten on Natalie. I have pictures of her buying and using drugs. I have document upon document showing, in fact, that she rigged the sorority contest events in order to give Alpha Kappa the leg up.
Everyone knows that.
Yeah, but now there's proof. All of it.
Looks like it's gonna be a long night. All right, Marty. Time for you to hold up the rest of your bargain.
Stop. Attention students, a special broadcast. I was mistaken before in my earlier broadcast about Detectives James Summers and Chris Michaels. They are two very good members of the law, and all they want to do is ensure justice is brought to whoever committed the heinous act against Natalie Winters. I implore you to give them your full cooperation.
Keep repeating that for the next 30 minutes. That should be long enough for word to get out. Thanks for the files. Hope this is the last time we meet. Oh. Have a good night, McFly.
Attention students, a special broadcast. I was mistaken earlier in my earlier broadcast.
So, now what?
Well, I gotta go through these files and try and find some that could tie Cameron to Natalie.
And then,
Get a warrant and arrest him.
well, good luck.
Thanks.
And, thank you.
Please. Be too late. Miss Connors?
Yes, who is this?
Hi, my name's Detective James Summers. I work for the LAPD. You may remember my partner, Chris Michaels.
I do remember him. What is this about?
Well, there may be a breakthrough in your son's murder case.
I've heard it all before, Detective.
Man, being honest, this whole case is a little grim, but there's a chance that your son's murder can be brought to justice.
How so?
My partner believes that the man we have linked to the death of Natalie Winters is a serial killer, and he's responsible for all the deaths on campus.
Oh my God. Can I talk to Detective Michaels?
Well, that's the thing. He was kicked off the case because he cut corners in order to find our prime suspect.
I see. It's you who's in charge of this case.
Yes, ma'am.
But I don't understand. What exactly do you need me for?
Well, I've gotten this far, but I need him to finish the job. I have all this information in front of me, but I can't figure it out. And I need Michaels back on the case, and from what I hear, you kind of have Chaplin by the balls, so...
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. Thank you. And good luck on the campaign. I hope you make a difference.
Well, thank you. I'll have a chance once I get things off the ground. We had kind of a setback today.
Oh, really? I'm sorry to hear that. What happened?
I had to let my campaign manager go. She was cooking the books. Just can't trust anybody anymore.
Yes, you can.
Good night, Detective.
Good night. Hi, Rachel. I'm sorry, did I wake you? Yeah, sorry about that. Hey, can you meet me on the campus in an hour?
Savannah White! This is Detective James Summers with LAPD. Open up! We have a warrant for your arrest.
No, let them scare her a bit.
Freeze!
Savannah White, you are under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do can and will be used against you in a court of law.
No,
you have
no,
the
you've
right
got
to
it all wrong. I
Rachel!
didn't do
You
anything.
cannot afford an attorney.
Rachel!
Or you what?
You need to see this.
Bring it to the station.
Savannah White, 22, senior from Birmingham, Alabama. Nice place, I've been once. Can I get you anything to drink? Coffee, water, tea?
No, thank you.
Wow. What do we have here? Now, I thought you're Natalie's friend. Why would you have these?
I don't know. Maybe someone planted them in my room.
So let me get this straight. You expect me to believe that not only did someone put these photos in your room, but that you discovered them when we knocked on your door and so you tried to burn them?
No, sir.
Why did you have these?
I don't know.
Did you get these from Marty?
No. Marty got his copies from me.
You took the photos. Why would you take the photos?
It's starting to add up, but we need her to crack. It's all circumstantial at this point. Did you talk to Michaels yet?
I tried calling him, but his phone was off.
Well, you're not flying this one solo. I'll be watching from here. Let's just hope it's a good show.
I've got an idea. I want you to see something. Look at them. Look at her. You did this to Natalie.
No!
Yes, you did. You strangled her. I've seen the documents. I know she was cooking the books. She was stealing money from you. She was stealing money from the Alpha Kappa. So you killed her.
No, I didn't kill her. No!
You took pictures of her. You were going to try to get her in trouble once you realized she would take over after you left. You wanted to destroy her career before it began.
Look, she was an Alpha Kappa. She was a disgrace. I couldn't let her run the sorority.
That was worth killing her over? Danielle Roberts was next in line to be head of Alpha Kappas when she died. Did you kill her too? And her boyfriend Sam, once he got suspicious?
No, it's not like that. No.
Who's on the list? These targets over their names and faces. More victims for your sick ideal world?
What are you talking about? No!
And you called yourself Natalie's friend?
She was my best friend. I was trying to protect her.
By killing her.
I did not kill her! I did not kill her.
Then what is all this? Don't lie to me.
Natalie was one of my best friends. But I knew she was stealing money from a sorority to buy more drugs. So I had to find ways to cover up the lost money as best I could before anybody else found out. At first it was just silly stuff. Leftover textbooks, useless jewelry. But she kept getting bolder and more irrational. I had to stop her! At first, I went only to take pictures of the drug dealer. I figured if I got him expelled, Natalie's drug problem might stop. But then, I saw something I didn't want to believe.
Cameron Tate, one of the most vile men on campus, had the heart of Natalie. I was disgusted. I was enraged. I didn't want to have anything to do with her. Then came the straw that broke the camel's back.
I posted those pictures? Prove it. That's what I thought.
Oh, wow. You really think I can't dig up anything on you? You're about as clean as a public toilet.
Good luck with that. Call me when you find something
I didn't even know who she was anymore. She was a liar, a thief, a whore, and she loved it. I'd seen enough. So I sold Marty the photos, covered the losses from Natalie, and was also guaranteed to expose her so maybe she could get some help. At the very least, expel her.
After Natalie got murdered, I knew I would look suspicious to some. So tonight, when you knocked on my door, I panicked. I'm sorry. But I did not kill Natalie.
You two really were friends at one point, huh?
Yeah, that's why we roomed together for 3 years.
Wait, you choose your own roommate?
Yeah, first year it's based on several things like sorority or frat, and then there's like this compatibility test. Then after that, it's your choice.
So it's not alphabetical?
No, never heard of any college that does that.
I'll be back. Maybe. Rachel, you can take all the questions for now. I need to check on something.
Now?
Yes. Please.
Okay.
The investigation room wasn't cutting it, so I decided to bring you to my house, my humble abode.
I didn't do anything. I'm innocent.
I know you didn't kill her. Because you see, I did.
What are you talking about? Oh, somebody help me, please! Help!
Scream all you want, Cameron. No one can hear you. I've got these walls soundproofed, and you think you're the first person that I've had in here?
Why?
That's none of your concern. But I will tell you one thing. I do have something special in mind for you.
But I loved her! And she loved me!
She didn't love you. She only used you for your drugs. She used everybody. She used me. And that's why I had to wring her neck.
What? Didn't you love her?
No. Now let me ask you this. Where should I cut you first?
Somebody help me! Help!
Cameron. Shh. The show is about to begin.
To whom it may
To
concern.
whom it may concern.
After years of guilt.
After years of guilt.
I finally had enough hiding.
I finally had enough hiding and
I
running.
killed Natalie Winters.
I killed
and
Natalie
all the other
Winters.
students who died at Chaplin.
And all the other
the last
students
few
who
years.
died at Chaplin.
I'm a monster.
The last few years.
A freak.
I'm a
mistake.
monster. A freak.
I'm sorry for all the pain
A
I
mistake.
caused. I snuck into this
Sorry
house
for
to
all
kill
the pain
Detective
I
Michaels,
caused. I
but I
snuck
could
into
not
the
do it.
house to kill Detective
The only
Michaels,
blood
but
that deserves
I
to be
couldn't do it.
spilled is my own.
The only blood that deserves to
Goodbye.
be spilled is my own. Goodbye.
Hello, Jim. Chris. Don't.
But you already know so much about me, Jim. I can't let you run around town with all my dirty little secrets now, can I?
Backup's on the way.
Backup's not on the way. They'd be here by now.
Why'd you do it, Chris? Huh? What?
This investigation is over.
Come on, man. I was your partner for 2 days. You owe me.
A dead man's last request. How pathetic. When I was working a homicide, Jim, there was this guy who murdered his wife. It was a crime of passion. We sat in a room like this for hours as he gave me every detail of the murder. He described the rush of the kill. Watching someone's life slip away in between your hands. It makes you feel like God. I planned and I planned. And when I got to Chaplin, I knew I was ready. Sam Connors, what a weak man. His neck snapped like a twig. Once I started, I couldn't stop. It was like a drug. I was addicted. I had to have more all the time. But then something happened. I met Natalie. And we fell in love. And for a while, the urge. But old habits die hard, Jim. And when I found out she betrayed me for that 2-bit drug dealer, I lost it. So I killed her. And I dumped her body for everyone to see. But there was one thing I didn't plan on.
What?
You. I had Rachel and others spinning their wheels looking for a killer. But now Cameron's gonna be the perfect scapegoat. I am impressed with you, Jim, though. You were able to piece this all together without your brother's help.
You really think you're gonna get away with this, huh? What do you think they're gonna do when they see I go missing?
Don't worry about the details, Jim. I'll take care of them, especially the part where you get chopped up into little pieces and you do go missing.
You won't get away with it.
I already have.
You won't get away with it.
I already have!
You won't get away with it.
How are you feeling? We'll be talking to the media shortly. You'll be a hero after this.
Yeah.
You, want to talk about it?
Not right now.
We obviously let Savannah go.
That's good.
So how much time do you think you're gonna take off?
I might just, take off.
Oh, that's understandable. It's a lot for your first big case.
Figure it might be good to just go out on top.
Yo, Miller? Can you give me that book?
What's this?
We found it in Michael's room. Thought you might want to read it.
Yeah, I seriously doubt I'll be reading this.
Well, take it with you, just in case. I guess I'll see you when I see you. Good job, Summers.
Hello?
Hey, dude, I saw you in the news.
Yeah, that was me.
I'm so proud of you. You're totally showing me up.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I hope my brother doesn't have to end up killing a psychopath.
So true, so true. Oh, hey, Mom's here. Do you want to talk to her?
Yeah, of course.